If your ex has a lot of resentment and anger towards you and you'd like to get back together with them, here's what I recommend you do. I'm Coach Pro, relationship coach. Let's get into it. So, if your ex has a lot of resentment or anger towards you for things that you may have done in the relationship and it seems like your ex just cannot let it go, the one thing you don't want to do is to just over apologize again and again and again, because trying to apologize, trying to justify whatever it is that happened is not going to get an ex to move past some of that hurt and that pain and that resentment that they may be feeling for things that may have occurred in the relationship. So you definitely don't want to just over apologize, because also when you go ahead and do that, it ends up coming across as very manipulative, as if you're just apologizing in order to get something out of it, not because you genuinely feel bad for the hurt and pain that you caused them. So the best thing that you can do when an ex has a lot of anger or resentment towards you for things that you may have done in the relationship that they just can't seem to let go, you really need to initiate no contact with your ex. So before going into no contact, you definitely want to make sure to have a good apology where you actually take accountability for what you put them through without trying to get something out of it, and then you start your no contact journey. The reason why it's so important to go into no contact, you may ask me, well, how's going into no contact beneficial, right? Because you may be thinking, shouldn't I be trying to convince my ex through words to forgive me or to give me a second chance? And the answer to that is no. Through words, you cannot convince your ex to forgive you or give you a second chance. If you want your ex to let go of that resentment, to let go of that anger, there's one thing and one thing only that can make that happen, and that's time. When we say time heals all wounds, this is exactly what we mean. And so if you give your ex enough time and space away from you, and you're in no contact, you're no longer talking to your ex now has the opportunity to start little by little letting go of a lot of that resentment, letting go a lot of that anger. And as time goes on and they're experiencing all the consequences of losing you, they're experiencing what it's like to lose all the benefits of having you in their lives, your ex can start to miss you. Your ex can start experiencing that loss and feeling that sense of urgency of wanting to try to work things out with you. Remember that as time goes on, we let go of negative things and we tend to look back at the past in a more nostalgic lens. We look back in the past and we get nostalgic about the good times we shared, and we look back in the past in a positive way, not in a negative one, unless of course there's PTSD involved. But if, for example, your ex has resentment or anger towards you, you just have to give your ex that time to let go of that anger, to let go of that resentment. And the more time that you give your ex, the more an ex is able to miss you, and the more an ex misses you, the more likely they are to want to forgive you. Your ex's emotions are very, very powerful when it comes to forgiveness. If somebody feels enough positive emotions towards you, they're a lot more likely to forgive you than if somebody doesn't